Hi everyone, I hope you are well wherever you are in the world. I want to share with you another foundational step as part of the videos on conscious leadership and how to lead ourselves consciously in order to create more happiness, health, fulfillment, and success in our lives. So in my last video, I spoke about the importance of slowing down and becoming mindful of our own thoughts, emotions, and actions that create our reality as part of leading consciously and achieving more happiness, health, fulfillment, and success in our lives. Well, an additional foundational step in leading consciously and creating our best life is to make values-based choices. And values are here not really moral values. What they are basically our top priorities in life. What's our why? What matters the most to us? Why do we get excited to wake up every morning? And unfortunately, most of us don't really live from that place of awareness of what our top values are and walking our talk in terms of our values and making values-based choices, decisions, and actions. Instead, we are operating off of social conditioning and programming and expectations from other people. So if you find yourself using words such as I have to, I must, I should, I need to, that's usually a clue that you're really not making values-based choices, decisions, and actions, but rather living in alignment with the values of others or of society. So here's this very nice masterpiece, courtesy of my beautiful daughter, but it helps me illustrate this idea here that I'm trying to convey. You'd want to think of your life as a tree. This is your tree. That's not your tree, and that's not your tree. And of course, imagine there are way more trees in this forest, but we're just limiting it for this example to 3 trees. What we tend to do as human beings, because we have a fear of rejection and we want to be, we're afraid of not being loved, not being accepted. So in order to be loved and accepted and not rejected, what we tend to do is live in alignment with the expectations of others represented in the other trees, these 2 trees, or of society as a whole, but not in alignment with our values. But let me bring you back to the tree and why the tree. You'd want to think of the tree as your life again. The trunk of the tree are your values. They represent your values. And then you see here the branches of the tree are like your choices, your decisions, your actions. They need to grow from the trunk of the tree. And the trunk being your values is what is keeping you grounded and centered and anchored and balanced and in harmony. So whenever you feel like overwhelmed, and that's something that I get from a lot of my clients, they come to me feeling overwhelmed, tired, there's just not enough time in the day. And when we dig deeper, we come to find out that, you know why they are overwhelmed and they have no time to do the things they want? Because they are not anchored in their values. They're not living in alignment with their values, which is basically what integrity means, living in congruence with what means the most to us and walking our talk. But they're living in alignment with the values of others, of society. And once we begin to make conscious choices, we're going to discover that we're going to have to make them in alignment with our values in order for us to achieve more happiness, health, fulfillment, and success in our lives. And sometimes the things that we end up doing may not show us a clear connection between the thing we're doing or the choice we need to make or decision we want to make and the value. We would want to find that connection in order to create that harmony in terms of how we're leading our lives. And if there's no connection, there's no way we can find a connection between that choice, decision, and action and our values, then it's probably a sign that we wouldn't want to pursue that. So keep that in mind. You know, I had a person one time tell me that, you know, she doesn't really like to clean her house or clean bathrooms, for example. And I know that's not really a fun task for a lot of people, but she valued creating a nice environment for her kids at home. So then cleaning the bathroom would serve to create a harmonious, clean environment at home. So that's the connection between something we don't really necessarily enjoy doing and a value. Now, with the holidays coming up, a lot of us feel overwhelmed with the expectations of doing things that may not necessarily be what we want to do, but we feel obligated to do so we don't disappoint others, whether it's friends or family. Now, this is where I want to encourage you to get out of your comfort zone and think about what is the most important thing to you. If self-care is important, if slowing down is important, if, for example, you don't want to partake in a certain activity because it's putting a lot of pressure on you, on your budget, then think about what is in your highest good. And yeah, you may disappoint some people, but one thought that I want to ask you here, I want to leave you with, is what's worse, disappointing other people or disappointing yourself? So thank you again for listening. Remember that values-based choices are one of the most powerful aspects of leading consciously. So consider that. And if you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. And don't forget to try to follow, like, comment, and share. That really helps me spread the message to a broader audience about conscious leadership and the power to conscious leadership. So remember, lead consciously, and I look forward to connecting with you in a future video. Have a great day.